CCL Playoffs continue, everybody! Time to party! Sidestep Kings against Simplicity. More Heroes of the Storm tournament action with the playoffs. We just saw Simplicity go up against Granite Gaming. Simplicity was able to decide the series in their favor, so in our gauntlet system, in our step ladder system, they move on to the next stage where they now face off against the Sidestep Kings. The Heroes of the Storm best of 5 will decide which team advances to the next round and which team will drop out of the competition. Our first map is Volskaya Foundry, and on the left side we got Khaldor on Deathwing, Ultralisk on Liming, we have Khaldor on Imperius, got Filth on Leoric.
Say hello to your sister for me.
Will do. Hide on Stukov, and on the right side of the map, Simplicity with Cure on Zeratul again. Lutano on Hanzo, Legacy on Brightwing, Masquerade on Johanna, and Hosty is playing Chromie.
Yay!
Shut up. So, indeed. We got our Brawl in the middle, immediately set up here, and yeah, of course, the commitment by Cure to Shadowhunter again, trying to go for the Might of the Narazim style, which he actually is super strong with. Nice trap over here. That would have been beautiful for follow-up, but they didn't get anything. Now, Khaldor, I mean, minus points to Khaldor. This is a little bit weird. I don't know if this is the particular Korean style or what's going on here. Now, this is one of the ugliest skins on Deathwing that you can possibly go for. This is like the chicken skin that we see here. So it turns the almighty Deathwing into a chicken that you just want to barbecue a little bit, which is, in and of itself, just horrible. That's, by the way, a beautiful thing to see. Death to the fruit flies. The Brightwing is already down. Opening kill for the Sidestep Kings. But then again, you know, there's a lot of fried chicken in Korea, and maybe this is just an homage that Khaldor has to some spicy chicken that you can get in Korea. Still one of the things that I probably miss the most from living in Korea. I mean, food in Korea was amazing. Oh my god, don't get me started. So yeah, 3 years in Korea and you are kind of spoiled. But either way, I'm not quite sure what I should say with this one. What I definitely should point out is that all of these games are taking place on the North American Heroes of the Storm server. And as usual, I want to point it out at least at the beginning of a best of 5. If you haven't really been familiar with the CCL, all of these games are played on NA Central. So if you are a European or a Korean Heroes of the Storm player, it means that you are continuously playing with a disadvantage because of your ping. You will play with 120 to 150 ping on average, which really doesn't sound like a lot, but if you've ever played with a bit of ping, then you know that it's quite significant, especially when you're playing at this level, because the margin of error over here is so small that, especially when you're going for particular combos, when you're trying to find synergy with other heroes, or you have some very mobile heroes, it can really ruin their day. One of the main reasons why a lot of the European players don't even, and Koreans too by the way, don't even play some of their best heroes because they're just not good in a setup where you have to deal with ping. But either way, now that this is out of the way, let's take a bit of a look at how this opens up. We've had Simplicity with a lot of momentum after the last series. They played fantastic against Granite Gaming, let's be honest. Especially the first 2 games were just amazing. Now that the control point opens up, they of course are going to try and use the items that they have in order to lock themselves the first protector in. Cure is already looking for Liming. Ultralisk is not going to have a lot of fun against Cure, I can tell you that much. Once that level 7 kicks in for Liming, it's going to be a bit easier to get the extra damage out and maybe kill Zeratul before he kills you. But one way or another, Simplicity, they feel probably quite confident here. Then again, the team that locks in the early progress is the blue team, and they also have an additional item thanks to the healing beacon that they took a bit earlier. So that's great for them. And well, let's see what they can do here. Here comes the quick lockdown against Cure. They're trying to grab him, but Legacy is helping him out already. Early game, that's oftentimes what happens. You gotta protect him a little bit, but once that the Might of the Narazim kicks in, Zeratul can absolutely demolish that backline. And as I said, Ultralisk is gonna have a tough time. They need to try and lock Zeratul down whenever he makes the move, and that could be either Imperius that comes in with a stun, maybe even Stukov with the lurking arm, but one way or another, they need to get control over him when he makes his move, because if they don't, then it's going to be easy kills. I mean, just look at that. Comes in and drops Ultralisk to 40% HP. That was without Might of the Narazim and anything else. Now, as you can tell, Simplicity never made an actual play for the first Protector, so they let this one slide. It's normally not getting that much damage done, but they are still trying to move through the middle at least and take the wall down. But it's already a bit of a concern of how much damage Cure can do to Li Ming. And once that his level 10 is ready, that's going to be even more. So Li Ming needs some peeling from the rest of the team, especially before she has her Illusionist on level 13. So the wall is already done in the middle, so there's that. And down to the bottom of the map, Cure still doing his thing. Got Filth is sitting there trying to follow up on him. And, oh god, again, I've said it in the last series, but I have to say it again. I am so happy that Cure is actually playing a proper build on Zeratul now. We've been talking a lot about this VP style that was kind of common still in North America, whereas Europe has already adopted to the new build for nearly, I mean, 2 years nearly. So I'm super happy. Q is actually one of the few players that played a lot with the Europeans and even played a couple of games on the European server, subbing in for one of the teams on the European side. So seeing him adopt that now is just absolutely awesome, and he's been playing fantastic. We've seen him with one Zeratul game on the last match. We've seen him also with another game on Volskaya Foundry in the regular season, where he first showed that style that is common in Europe, and he absolutely demolished with it. So it's super cool to see that from him, and I can't really wait to see what happens after we have him on 10 and how Ultralist feels with it, because he, as I said, is going to be the main target for it. Level 10 abilities are getting ready, and that's a second healing beacon. Right now the Sidestep Kings, they are running the show here. Now, we got the meme strike in on Hanzo. That talent is going to be incredibly impactful after level 20. Right now, you can get value on 10, but you have to properly aim it and really use it as a zoning tool more so than anything else. But after 20, when you have your cooldown reduction, then it's a completely different ballgame. And Cure is already starting to nibble away at the hit point pool of Ultralist, but this time they're paying a bit more attention to this. The item advantage is kind of nice, though, for Sidestep Kings. Now, they didn't really have the best season. The regular season for the blue team wasn't all that fantastic, I gotta say. They were struggling a lot there. But again, they at least didn't have to go through the entire playoff gauntlet. So there's still a bit of a chance for them to make it into the final four, so that they end up in the playoff bracket here. Already the quick jump into the middle as they're trying to go for a kill against Imperius. Cattle is in trouble, and the Entomb zoning them out a little bit, catching Masquerade actually. But they're going for Cattle and they get the kill. Nicely done. Cure with a lot of damage in that situation, also initiating the final blow. And that 5 versus 4 move now would help them to take control over the top lane and maybe even a few more items if they should so spawn. So yeah, nicely done. By the way, Simplicity against Sidestep King was the first match of the regular season. It was on Playday number 1. And back then, Simplicity was only able to take a single map, and the Sidestep Kings won the best of 5. After that, it turned very, very quickly against the Sidestep Kings. They lost match after match after match after match until they faced off against Chili Mountain, who they obviously won against. Kind of everybody did, with the exception of Granite Gaming in the regular season. So yeah, this is the rematch between the two, and the teams are on very, very different power levels if you compare to that first Playday that we had in the regular season. A kill for a kill, and level 12 and a bit for both teams now. But, well, let's take a bit of a look. Top side, that's where Lutano is currently still controlling the lane experience. Has also an item. Zeratul has moved back down here. Damage output, as you can see, sitting at 15,000. Not too shabby. I mean, higher than Deathwing, who's the top damage dealer for the blue team at this point. A lot higher than Li Ming. Ultralist is only sitting at 7,800, having a real tough time to get the damage out. There's also a lot of pressure on him, so that's part of why that problem exists for them. But now with level 13, he's gonna have Illusionist, and that makes him at least a bit safer against Zeratul. But we're already seeing Cure starting to roam around. Won't be able to do too much here, shouldn't really. Is jumping out, even committing to the Might of the Nerazim. And I mean, why wouldn't he? Cooldown's gonna be ready, one way or another. Top side, Lutano is now helping the team to get some progress towards the first objective on their end, if they can so grab it. Yeah, but the Entomb here, that's a different story. Brightwing coming in for the save. They're trying to get the kill. Brightwing, Masquerade, he's still alive. They keep him in play. Well done. And Zeratul was still waiting in the wings, getting a bit of poke damage out. Deathwing takes over all the way up at the top. And we still have another potential healing beacon that could be claimed by the two teams if they are starting to make their move here in an attempt to grab it. So, yeah, nicely done here. Take the healing beacon. 2 on each side now. Another attack. Deathwing coming into, but they're all moving out. Zeratul poking slowly. 37 to 17 points on the progress. And nobody has really committed to anything too insane yet. Ultralisk was moving in against Masquerade here, but he can't confirm the kill yet. We need a bit more force here. Zeratul now with a wave clear at the bottom of the map. Oh, everybody is just like working on additional experience. Leo is the one that rotates around for the Sidestep Kings continuously. Got Filth is doing his thing here. Won't be able to give a second one up all that easily, especially since we're now 10 minutes in, nearly. So, well, still a bit of a fight down, and well, Leo has to back off from this one. Cure is easily going to rip him apart with Zeratul, so that's an issue. The rest of the red team is now committed to controlling the top checkpoint as they're grabbing it, and everybody is just slowly but steadily moving towards the top lane. I mean, 16 would be insane. If they can get 16, that would be crazy. And honestly, Cure on his Zeratul and got Filth on Leoric are doing exactly that. They're rotating between the middle and the bottom as much as they can to get the next talent for the team. But of course, time is running out, slowly but steadily. 80% against 42, and Zeratul will have to move towards the top. Blue team realized that the red team is going to hit the next talent much sooner than they will. So instead they're trying to force the fight now. Leo gets attacked again. Cure gets some extra damage in. But if they really want to, they give it up. They take level 16 and they defend with 16. Okay. So they're just saying, well guys, let's give them the objective, get the 16, and then we defend with it. Cure is already committing a lot of resources to him. Yeah, jumping in, jumping out. Right wing is coming in, helping him, is already on Stukov again, and that's a kill. Cure is just dancing all over the place. Using the Shadow Hunter, using his level 7 and the Might of the Nerazim, plus also the Singularity Spike to just dance around the opponent's team here. Cure still with some damage up at the top, and Cattle needs to be careful. He can't really go too deep here, or he might go down too. In the meantime, the Protector is sitting in the middle of the map and nearly took down the fort here, but they cannot do too much just yet. Top wall has been eliminated, the lead in experience still in the hands of Simplicity, despite the fact that they now lost 2 of the Protectors. Yeah, Cattle gets attacked again. Cure plays this out. And there's Host here also sitting nearby to help him out if need be. So far, so good. Yeah, really well done. The 16 talent, they played it safe. I mean, I think Simplicity could have committed to the objective, but again, the thought process was, we're going to get 16. They won't have the talent. They will get the Protector, but they won't be able to do anything with it because we have the superior talent here. And if they go into a fight, we're going to take them out. So now Zeratul also with the Master War Blade as usual. The Bending Strikes are in. We got Jojo with the Fanaticism over here. And on the side of Li Ning, it's Mirror Ball. Zeratul is already dealing with Leo again at the bottom of the map. 20 is of course going to be another one of those super important talents for the blue team in particular, since they will have the Buried Alive. But there's another potential fight. Oh, yes, here it comes. Zeratul comes in against Hyde, already forcing him back. Kyoja is also in trouble. Zeratul jumping in and out as the rest of the team is dishing out the damage, with Hanzo in particular not even committing to his ult yet. As I mentioned before, the most important part for him will be the level 20 for the cooldown reduction. Cure moves in, out, creates a bit of space for them, which allows them to go for the healing beacon. Interrupt attempt by Hyde. So far not successful. Cure gets the help of Brightwing and is ready to join the rest of the team in the middle once again. Situation hasn't really changed all that much. It's not really a kill-heavy game. There's a lot of tactical plays being made by the teams, just playing around here. Cure already attempting to take Leo down a little bit further, and has to move away as Cattle is closing the gap a bit. But either way, it's now 2 kills to 1. Damage output, as you can see, 37,000 puts Cure easily into the top damage numbers. And his siege damage is pretty significant too. I mean, he's been rotating a lot between the lanes to grant his team some extra experience, and that results in 95,000 siege damage that he now has. Dodging out on Cattle as the rest of the team defends the top fort. And of course, it's all about the items at this point too. A little bit of extra damage, just a bit of Poe being a nuisance, being a bit of a pain in the ass here. And yes, off you go. Leo hasn't died yet. Trade value hasn't been activated. Fort at the top lane, then again, that one has already fallen. Now when the third objective spawns, we're gonna have level 20 for simplicity. So they are starting to... I mean, honestly, they're getting farther and farther ahead here. They took top fort out. They're opening up the bot lane. The wall is about to be gone. They have elite in experience. And they're really creating a lot of pressure points on the map that are very difficult to follow for the Sidestep Kings here. So that's a bit of a problem. Cure is already jumping away again. And here we go. I mean, again, item control all over the place. Pretty much everybody holds an item with the exception of Legacy. And once that we have the camp up, Brightwing is very likely also going to get one. Level 20 talents are about to be ready. There they are. And in 30 seconds we have the objective up. So the Sidestep Kings are a little bit in trouble because they won't have level 20 in time. They're trying to grab it now by having got Filth sitting topside for additional experience. Have to also catch this. You know what? They might be able to get it. I mean, they're not going to get it at the beginning of the objective, but I would be surprised if they can't force the fight if they really wanted to. And there it is. 20 is in. That gives us the Shadow Strike. Cooldown reduction should pop in for Hanzo in just a moment. And Brightwing is going for the Invisible Friends. Yes, Hanzo can now... Yeah, look at this. Ultralisk. Yeah, there it is. The kill. That's how you play Zeratul. Now he just has to get out, but Brightwing is helping with it. Even jumps back out onto the fort. That's how you play Zeratul, ladies and gentlemen. Li Ming is getting murdered by these plays. That's exactly how you set that up. Nicely done. 20 helping with it, of course. 3 kills to 1. That was a great kill. And now that the main damage dealer is out, they can start to come in with some extra damage on the fort in the middle of the map. Zeratul has already rotated down to the bottom of the map and has started to take that one out too. 3 kills to 1, level 20. And yeah, on top of that, we now also have Imperius actually as the top damage dealer. But look at Cure. Just playing this one out. Has to be a bit careful since he's up against 2, but thanks to the might of the Narazim, which he in this case didn't even have to use, it was totally safe there, could move out. We got another healing beacon up for grabs. And they're still not going for the objective. And keep in mind that now we have Hanzo also with his ult available. Now the counterplay, of course, is the Buried Alive that we are now seeing for Leo, which will allow him to lock the targets down fairly easily. It's a bit of a question of whether or not Legacy can jump in to help them out. But that's now 2 forts eliminated. Nothing has been destroyed on the side of Simplicity in the meantime. And over here, we got at the bottom of the map, still a bit of control taken. But Zeratul is already pushing catapults towards the top keep, and he has the mobility. So Deathwing has to follow up on it. Kyoja has now moved towards the top to deal with him slowly but steadily. And I don't think that Cure is going to do too much now that Deathwing has arrived. They will have to force the fight at the bottom of the map eventually, and I guess that's what they're going to do soon, TM. Deathwing with the arrival of the God right now. And with that, let's go. Yeah, Zeratul is still at the top, still up against Deathwing. Rest of the team is fairly happy with their position at the bottom of the map. Cure takes a bit of damage, goes up against Kyoja though, and even with him eating tower shots, he is keeping Deathwing at bay. Gets the tower and still sticks around. Kyoja could now move down to help his teammates out. 56% on the progress bar for them right now. And Zeratul is just simply staying up at the top. And saying like, yep, what you gonna do? Once that the minion wave comes in, I'm gonna start to push for the keep. And honestly, if that protector is taken at the bottom of the map, what they're gonna do with it? It's 17 minutes into the game. They still have to go through the fort. If Zeratul gets the exchange on the top, that would be nuts. Deathwing comes in, but the keep has taken damage. And yes, they get the protector. But now what they're gonna do with it? They have to do a lot of damage here, and prepping the top lane the way that they did is gonna be super, super annoying in the late game. And that protector shouldn't be able to do too much. There it is, Zeratul moves in together with Jojo, and that's a kill. Buried alive or no buried alive. But that is toasty. They're even trying to follow up on Leo, but Zeratul doesn't have to. The original form was taken out, secure, they get the kill. Chromie drops Leo, and that's now Stukov and Leo both eliminated. Not even the fort at the bottom of the map has been destroyed. And now they're moving topside again, as Q is just saying, alright boys, it's time to end that keep. Take it down right here. Easy kill. Q is sitting at 50,000 damage. His siege damage is at 168,000, and they're going for core right now. They're starting to make the play. All the items are pretty much getting dropped here. They're moving away, creating a little bit of space, and there's the follow-up on Cattle. Yeah, they're trying to get Imperius, and they nearly drop him, but he moves back to the Nexus just in time. But can they really take the core down? That's the big question. Down at the bottom of the map, completely abandoned, is the Protector. Everybody else is setting up the defense, and the Protector is just gone. No value. None. They didn't even take the fort down over here. Not even that. Protector is gonna fall. Keep at the top has been destroyed. So despite the fact that they couldn't end, they still took the keep, and that is absolutely worth it right there. Now, they won't be able to make those plays indefinitely. Eventually, the Protector is going to be strong enough that you can get a lot of value out of it. But with 5 kills to 1, you can definitely see where the trend in this game is going. So they're still playing this out at the top a little bit further. But with another healing beacon, camp now spawning, that's another opportunity to replenish some of the items that they just dropped in the last fight. Because we still have some with, at least Leo holding one of the turrets. So Zeratul is going to continue what he started at the top lane, now on the remaining lanes here. Already moving down to the bottom of the map to do the exact same thing. Just playing around this the entire time. And also with the Shadow Strike over here, this is another thing that is really going to help him in a lot of those situations when he just like dives in. Dancing around them once again, committing to Might of the Narazim. Needs to be careful because Khaldor is here and he needs some assistance. He's in real trouble. He might have gone a little bit too deep this time. There's the Buried Alive, gets body blocked, and instead it's Leo that falls. The entire blue team, all of the Sidestep Kings, are trying desperately to lock Zeratul down, and that allows other heroes like Chromia and Hanzo so much freedom in the way that they're moving in the team fight that they can just simply drop their damage time and time again. Well done. So with that, we now have also Hanzo getting more and more damage out. The cooldown reduction is really helping him with it. Zeratul is insanely mobile right now, not only in the team fights, but every time there's a fight, he jumps around, moves to the next lane, tries to prepare that, pushes the top lane out, allows the catapult to push a little bit deeper, and can always escape. I mean, he has the tools, he has the blink, he can always go for Might of the Narazim. Locking him down is nearly impossible at this point, so he's just going to do this thing over and over and over again, making the blue team react to his movements and allowing for more space for simplicity on the rest of the map. And for the Sidestep Kings, they need to now find a way to deal with it. Now, one of the ways that they could try and do that is by locking Zeratul down with a good VP, with the Buried Alive. That's one opportunity that they have. If you look at the damage output, they're currently with Imperius, they have the 34. Yeah, he's trying again, but Khaldor just can't connect. They need it, and they don't hit it. That was the opportunity. If that one connects, Ultralisk has an easy time taking him down with a good combo, but instead it is backfiring again. Cure dodges everything and is an absolute pest to deal with here. So 6 kills to 1. We are now 21.5 minutes into the game. And they're just taking structures all over the place. They're poking this down. Chromie is shooting from afar. You have Hanzo chipping in with extra damage, and Masquerade comes through with an easy condemn to wave clear. Yeah, game number 1 is super annoying. Insanely annoying for the Sidestep Kings. And Zeratul, he just chips away, drops Kyoja to nearly 50% HP, let's make it 60, and then moves away and out of the fight. They can't lock him down. They have a huge problem with that. But then again, if at any point he falls, that could also be just the one moment that triggers a massive spike for Sidestep Kings, where they can take a lot. But look at it, topside, he pushes the lane out again and can now join the fight or simply try and go for the core. And that's what he does. The fight down here, Chromie is down, she got flattened, but the core gets attacked. Zeratul is on the core, Khaldor is trying to get back, catapults are making their way in, and Cure is just dancing all around that thing. And this one hurts everybody. The catapults are still firing, Cure is soloing the shit out of it. Brightwing is coming in too. That's game. That's simply game. That's it. That is it. That's 1-0 lead in this best of 5 for Zeratul. Simplicity. Lead in the best of 5. Nicely done. Simplicity with the victory on Volskaya Foundry against the Sidestep Kings.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Game number 2, our Heroes of the Storm tournament continues. The playoffs. We're heading into the second map of the best of 5. Simplicity with a victory on the first map. Volskaya Foundry Now we're on Infernal Shrines and over to the left side. The Sidestep Kings with Cattle on Imperius. We got Kyoja on Hogga. Standard build for him. Bones to Gnaw on level 1. Gonna see the synergy with the level 7 talent afterwards. And then a lot of Hogwild, and more Hogwild. With Ultralisk on Sylvanas. Got Filth on Greymane and Hyde on Kharazim. The right side of the map, Simplicity with Masquerade on Diablo. We got Cure on Malthael, Legacy on Ana, Lutano on Leoric, and Hosty is playing Tychus. Alright, time to party and party hard, baby. Let's go. A little bit of a brawl maybe in the middle. Seems like we're not gonna see a commitment from either team here. Both playing this kind of slow. Ana double checking in both of the bushes, making sure that nobody is going for anything there, but there's the flank after all, and Khaldor gets immediately murdered. Like cattle to the slaughterhouse right here. So Imperius is already down. Good opening for Simplicity into this. Alright, well, the teams are setting up, guys. As usual, also a big shout out to the Patreon supporting the Heroes of the Storm channel here. Again, if you would love to also support the channel, make sure that we have more Heroes of the Storm competitive in the future, you can always head over to patreon.com/Khaldor and support it there as well. A lot of improvements, thanks to all the people supporting this, not only the Insta replays and the audio improvements, more to come by the way, got some new equipment too, but also of course more tournaments that are going to be possible thanks to you. Without you guys, all the Heroes coverage here wouldn't be possible at all, and all those kills that you see in the middle would go unnoticed. Cattle survives this time, but yeah, big shout out to all of the supporters there, and if you want to double check it, head over to patreon.com/Khaldor. 2 kills to 0, so pretty good start for Simplicity into the second game. They already got some momentum going, obviously, since they locked in a win on the first map, but that is a really, really good start here now. Now Kyoja is already sitting at the top. Hyde has committed to the standard talent with Iron Fists on Kharazim, of course. We have Masquerade still trying to set this up. And I gotta say it again, Masquerade on Diablo is just a fucking machine. Like, this guy, honestly, he finds angles and corners that he can bump people into that nobody else sees. Like, it's kind of crazy. So, he is an absolute monster to go up against. If he is on Diablo on the other side, it's maybe not quite Breeze level, but boy, is that guy a menace to deal with. So, I don't envy the front line of the Sidestep Kings, because they're going to be bullied quite a bit. And if you have the bigger they are as a follow-up behind it on Tychus, I mean, whew, that is going to be some serious work that's likely going to be done here. Now, we got our level 4 with the aggro range right here. In addition to that, now also the unstable poison on Sylvanas. Mid lane, that's where the blue team is now with 3 to 4 heroes rotating around a little bit. Hyde is double checking the Shaman camp, but we have an early commitment by Simplicity to grab that one, which they just now did. Now, of course, the Neil Peasants by Lutano over here. Leo was already always a very vocal one, and here we go. 2 kills to 0, camps taken on each side, and the stage is set, baby. We're ready for the shrine. Let's make it happen. Yay! Ready for the party, but here comes the sleep dart. No, Ultralisk is asleep on the job, tries to get away and gets murdered mid-wave. Easy kill and Legacy, nicely done, really well done. Applause, applause. Ana, fantastic sleep dart, really good, big shout out, big shout out. Well done, well done. Autographs later, but yeah, nice. And this is, by the way, the reason why I usually see Hogga banned out on this map. I have no idea how he made it through. So much for that! Get wrecked, baby! That bounce around is one of the main reasons why Hogga normally gets banned here, but in this case, well, the Hogwild ended at the wrong moment, and Masquerade was just waiting for it. Didn't I tell you he's a monster? Look at that fucker! He gets another kill, and he sets them up for his team time and time again. We started with Legacy getting a beautiful shot of up at the top, and then Masquerade is just bullying people around. I mean, he has years of bullying experience. You should have seen him in high school. I mean, this kid, oh my god. So many nerds stuffed in lockers and all that crap. Nah, kidding, he's from France, not from the US. But still, he's a beast. And we're going to take another look at that kill. Check that one out. Hog, 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 hog. And sayonara, baby. Easy Sudoku by Hogga. 5 kills to 0 overall. Leo already rotating up to the top as the rest of the team is getting ready for some action at the bottom of the map. Entire level lead. There's the bait over the wall, but the beating continues. Sidestep Kings, everyone. We got our garbage fire on level 7, and that describes what's happening over here for the blue team pretty well. It's a bit of a garbage fire for sure, at least in the early game. The first 5 minutes were not a lot of fun for them. Now, there's of course a lot of things that you can play around with when we're talking about the Ana setup. You could go Tormented Souls plus the Nano Boost. There's always some other heroes that you can boost as well, but I honestly don't think it's happening. It's going to be a Tormented Souls play. Bottom of the map, more bullying. Masquerade, another one! Diablo, that's the Lord of Terror right here. That is terrifying shit that we're seeing from him. Comes in, takes them down. Greymane is trying to run away. They're all on the run. They're all on the run. They see Dibbles coming in. They're just like praying that they can somehow get out. All of them calling for their mommy. And nope, it's not happening. Masquerade, he shows no mercy. Went into the feast on fear over here, and why wouldn't he? He gets so many of those stupid stuns. He is just unkillable with that shit. Has the level 7 now with the diabolical momentum, 2 cooldown reduction right here, and at the same time we have the... Come on, give me the Tormented Souls, baby. You know you want to. You know you want to. Gimme, 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 gimme. Daddy wants his Tormented Souls. Honestly, I want Last Rites because I think it's kind of fun when you have a stacking ult, but we all know it's not happening. And there it is, Cure with the Tormented Souls, and he's gonna be boosted. Okay, there we have it. Bottom of the map, that's already where we got Hosty, pretty much solo right now, and Kyoja. Yeah, careful, my friend. Top side, there's the attack, and the tower is toast. 6 kills to 0. They are heavily ahead. They done the extra damage at the bottom of the map. And it is time to partay. Yeah, the bullet is out. It's pretty much the anti-Masquerade setup that they're going for. Bullet, but plus 7-sided strike. So it's all just like, guys, when Diablo comes in, take him down immediately. Alright. Masquerade, so far, so good. And there's the Tormented Souls. Boosted. And they're coming in for another kill attempt. But there's the 7-sided, and oh, Q is alive! What? Hoga comes in, takes him down. Nice, is immediately on Ana. Nice the tomb on the left side too. That's a kill against Greymane. What a fight already. Everybody is low, dead, and dying. Kyoja, can you get it out? They're trying to get him. And they might. Oh, of course. It's again Masquerade that sets the kill up for them. Absolute insanity. Check this one out. So yeah, up at the top, hogging around, and then Masquerade is like, ooh, look at that. There's a victim. Masquerade doesn't see heroes on the other side. He sees victims. Comes in with another kill. 9 kills to 1. And yeah, it is. It's honestly, Masquerade's Diablo plays are always sexy as hell. 14,000 damage for Hogga. He's a top damage dealer currently in regards to hero damage. Tychus has overtaken him on the red team side, and so does Malthael, by the way. But now that they have a level 13 talent, the question is really if the blue team wants to commit to this fight. And I'm not so sold on this. They are down a talent. That's an important talent to have. Like, in the unstoppable frames on Malthael alone are a problem. So Hyde gets out, nicely done, good 7-sided, and then dashing away, but that's an ult cooldown that he committed to. And there's the boosted Malthael in the backline again. Hogga is trying to do his thing. There's the Entomb, and they get the kill against Hogga. Goodbye, baby. 1 kill to 10. Simplicity. I mean, tip to the head, my friends. They play great against Granite Gaming, and I honestly thought that part of that was Granite Gaming's fault, but no. Another kill for Masquerade. I mean, show some mercy, dude. Like, Masquerade is pretty much 1v5ing right now. I'm fanboying a little bit too hard here, but I mean, let's be honest. Come on, he's playing fantastic. Now, granted, everybody else on the team is doing a great job too. I talked about Legacy and the fantastic sleep Guardian earlier. He had some great fights. We also kept the team alive. But a lot of the initiation that is happening here and the kills that are being set up are all around Diablo over here. And if I praise a Frenchie, then you know that he is playing really well. Mena, I love you too. So, 1 kill to 11, 14 to 12, here we go. And, well, that's another talent. Soon TM for Sidestep Kings. Until they have that, I don't really see any bright spots in their future. Punisher is up at the top, but they don't really care about it at all. Instead, they are moving down to the bottom of the map, apparently in the attempt... Team! Hogga! Yeah, goodbye. Yeah, he tried. A for effort, but yeah, that's another kill for them. And of course, the main goal was to take the fort down. Getting the kill against Hogga is a little bit of a side bonus that they have here. 12 kills to 1. And we're only 9.5 minutes into the game. 9.5 minutes in, but yep. Sidestep Kings, first of all, they're not sidestepping a lot here, so I'm not quite sure if that's really a title that is all that adequate. I mean, in this game, it's a little bit like the sidestep newbies that we have over here. They need to sidestep a bit more of that damage, especially the Diablo stuns, if they really want to be successful here. But it doesn't mean that they can't bring this game back. If they get a good isolation against any target with a bullet plus 7-sided strike, there's definitely kill potential here. The problem is they just don't get the engages that they need. That's honestly the biggest problems that they have. If they just get a proper engage, that would really help. We got the pummel over here now. Don't really get that all too often. Alright, let's see who's getting pummeled in this game. Right now, it's definitely the blue team. But, yeah, they can't even set this up. It's kind of crazy, because there's so much good coordination now for the red team. It's really impressive. And I have to emphasize it again. On the first playday, when they played in the regular season, Sidestep Kings won this series. With a 3-1, I might add. Yeah, there's a kill against Sylvanas, and now they're trying to follow up with another one against Cattle. He's barely kept alive. Another stun. Kyoja is down once more. Hogga is getting murdered. Absolutely murdered. The only one that hasn't died yet is Hyde on Kerosene. That's the only one. Everybody else is just getting slammed. Hammer, meat, nail. That's pretty much what's happening here. And Masquerade is hammering all of them. So now we have level 16 for them. That's an extra talent. Again, they already control the bot lane. They took the fort down earlier. Now they take the fountain apart. They have a bit of a trap set up. We have also the Mithril Maze now ready for Leo. I was about to say Master Assassin, and then I realized, wait a second, that's a 16 talent. So that's a little bit strange. Blizzard got a little bit lazy on the talent icons, as you can see. So in this case, we have the same one, but Tychus went for the armor piercing round, so full-on overkill for him. 14 kills to 1, 3-level advantage by now, and off we go. More pew pew pew, and Hosty is easily pushing them back. There's no engaging into Odin. So they can't take the entire thing down, but they open the wall up. Then again, if they can get a kill now, pew 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 pew, careful, nano boost, there it is. They're all low, but the kill against Malthel. Maybe now the opportunity for the Sidestep Kings. Maybe a chance to finally get some kills here. They're trying to come in with Kyoja against Leoric, and there it is, the kill, the double kill. They make it happen. Masquerade is in trouble, and they drop him too. Now we're talking. Now they're chasing, they're going for Legacy, they want him as well, but it doesn't seem possible to drop Anna here. A Sleep Dart is out, and she survives together with Tychus. But now with Sylvanas, there's a bit of momentum for the Sidestep Kings. I like it. The Shrine is up too, and they're trying to make the best out of the situation. 16 versus 16 now on the talent count. Everybody's a bit low, but that's totally fine. Once again, we're having Hogga just jumping around here. 19 stacks already to their name, and things are starting to look up a bit for the Sidestep Kings. Yep, that's an opportunity right here to maybe make some plays finally. They're starting to go for the camps too. Diablo's up at the top, has to wait for the rest of the team to be ready, and they have to give this one up at least. There it is. Now it's time to push. With that opportunity, they can use Sylvanas to push through the lane a little bit easier. The fort is a foregone conclusion. The only question is, how much deeper can they get? How much can they close the gap between the two teams here? If you look at the experience setup, obviously there's a massive lead. A lot of this is because of the minion experience that was taken in this game. Hero experience, the gap has been closed because of those 3 late game kills now. But they want to take that keep. And maybe they can make the comeback happen. Top side, that's a concern. That's a camp that's pushing, and that's catapults that are also on the march towards the keep. But down here, that's a different story. And that's a frozen Punisher. Those beasts are absolutely tricky. So they take everything down, and they want that keep. Sidestep Kings, ladies and gentlemen. They have been bullied around the entire game, but there's an opportunity here to turn it. They're going for Maltha, and again, Cure is still alive. Hogga is down. Cure dies too. They go for Kerosene, and he gets murdered. Got filled on Greymane, he dies, and the top lane is opened up by the camps. Catapult is going for the fountain, everybody else is just trying to get away. And the red team is on their way towards the top. They're going to try and take the keep down now, for sure. 17 to 5 kills, 2 level advantages, a 4 versus 2 on the map, and they are starting to make their way over towards the catapults. Cattle is here, so is Ultralisk, and Masquerade and his boys are arriving. This is going to be an easy keep. Bot lane has been opened up, of course. Don't think they can go for core here unless they can get another kill, but they can definitely steal the camp away here, and that's the likely move to be made by Simplicity as they're moving in to steal the shamans. Keep for keep, but still nicely done. Sidestep Kings with quite a lot of momentum after the last few kills here. And you can see the value of Sylvanas. And of course now we have level 20 for Simplicity, which means Buried Alive. Buried Alive is in. The quest is completed for Leoric, so that's another big one. And in addition to that, now that Lutano sits here in the middle, we also got the Hellgate. No one can stop death. And the big red button. The next objective spawns topside. It's a little bit of a mixed bag, because as long as the Sidestep Kings win the objective, it's fine for them. The problem is if they lose, then the Protector, the Punisher, is going to move straight towards the core. Now the good news is that while the fight of the top lane is ongoing, the bot lane is going to push in favor of the Sidestep Kings. So if they can drag the fight out, catapults are eventually going to arrive on Simplicity's core. That could win them the game. You can't lose heroes now. Not in a 20 fight. Malthael down. Beautiful kill. Beautiful kill. The Sidestep Kings with a really well executed battle. But of course, Malthael, he's still at the 20. No one can stop death, and he's already back to business. But they baited a big cooldown, and that's a good one. Nicely played. But that objective is going to be absolute key. And honestly, the same is true for Simplicity. They need to send someone down to the bottom of the map, and it should be Lutano, to push this back. They need to deal with the catapults down here, or eventually they're gonna run into trouble once the objective is up. And as time continues and level 19 drops into the hands of the Sidestep Kings, there is an opportunity for them to maybe even get the experience for 20 before the next fight. It's a trap, baby! The Chinese bush meta, it's ready. They're trying to set the trap up. Did he just show? I think not quite, right? No, he didn't. Alright. So close! They're so close! And yeah, Q jumps in! And there's an auto boost. They're making the play. That's the fight, and it's up against the level 20. That's not the fight. You want to fight? Hide! 7-sided! He's still alive, but they're chasing Imperius. Cattle is low. 1 grenade is all that's needed. Hosty, yes, gets unmounted. Oh my god, Cattle is no, of course he's not gonna survive. What am I thinking about? Of course he's not gonna survive. Masquerade is not gonna let that happen. The Lord of Terror, at its most terrifying, comes in, crushes him into the wall. Easy peasy. One hand on Imperius skull and then just like dropping that bastard. Down he goes, camp's taken, and that's the YOLO move right there. That's what we call desperation, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, I don't know what we're calling them because I have no idea what they're doing. They're hiding, okay, but why? Everybody's moving topside? Nah. Stupid Khaldor. Alright, that's a triple catapult, by the way. Yep. So that's gonna do some work. They have to deal with this. And topside gets attacked too. Yeah, they want 20. They want the experience for level 20. Catapult's already on the core, but they get taken out. And now they gotta face the push through the top lane. They have the level 20 at least. So there's that, right? But what else can they do? Impervious for Imperius. And we got the no control. I mean, honestly, I feel like a lot of the talents that we're currently seeing for the Sidestep Kings on Hogga pretty much describe the game. No control, yeah. Headbanger, they're definitely banging their head on a wall. Pummel, they're getting pummeled quite heavily in this game. And you could definitely call that a garbage fire. So I'm not quite sure if Blizzard was intending to make these talents this descriptive. But they are describing what's going on here very, very well. 18 kills to 6. And off we go. There's the opportunity now to go and end the game. They were always trying to hearth a little bit because they were afraid of a backdoor attempt. But here comes the move. The attempt to go for a game. Can the defense hold? They're gonna try. They're starting to move in with it. Kyoja, careful so far. There's the buried life. There it is. Wall's done and goodbye Hogga. Death number 7. The shield is gone. Punisher jumps in too. Malthael is also dead, but who cares? This is game. Ana is down. But despite the fact that they lost 2 heroes, this is the end of game number 2. Nicely done, Simplicity, with a 2-0 lead over the Sidestep King in this best of 5 in our Heroes of the Storm tournament. Game number 3, Sidestep Kings against Simplicity. Well, and Simplicity has stepped it up big time now in Battlefield of Eternity, and of course Sidestep Kings are trying to bring it back. Not an easy position to be in if you want to make that happen, because they have now to win 3 in a row if they don't want to drop out of the tournament. Only the winner advances in their quest to make it into the final 4, which is of course the goal here. On the left side of the map we have Sonya, played by Kyoja. We're currently looking at Cattle on Muradin. We have, as you can see, Hyde on Stukov, Ultralisk on Liming, and Godfilth on Greymane. Over on the right side of the map, Cures on Diva. We got Lutano on Hanzo, Legacy on Deckard Cain, Hosty on Chromie, and Masquerade is playing Dibbles. Not as good a Diablo map as Infernal Shrines, but still, let's see what he can pull off here. I mean, you can already tell he adjusted the build a little bit, went into the Soul Shield on level 1. And, well, let's see what he can pull off with that. Now, whoever wins here goes up against 30k in the next round. And that's a very, very different beast to beat. Not an easy team to face off against. They ended, if I'm not mistaken, 4th in the standings. So just missed the direct qualification for the Final 4 and the Final 4 playoff bracket. But let's see who can take it here. Simplicity, of course, would love to make this a quick 3-0. It's gonna work on that. They got the Diva set up on the side, they got Chromie in the back, and they are off against the setup that honestly has an insane amount of Immortal damage. Li Ming is always great on Immortals, not necessarily because she's just fantastic on the damage, but she can safely get the damage in, and is really good in these stalemate situations that oftentimes happen on Battlefield of Eternity between 2 teams as they're trying to set up around their own Immortal and looking for openings on the opponents. So she actually excels there. On top of that, you have Greymane, so once that you win a team fight or you can commit to it, you're going to be in a great spot. Top side, spin to win. Yeah, the Dwarf is jumping in too. Candy Muradin, also known as Pedo Muradin, is starting to do his thing here and is trying to go for Masquerade. Okay, Sonya is down, and, well, Lutano's on the run. And Stukov slap, and gets the kill with a lurking arm. Nice! Me likey! Solo kill Stukov against Hanzo. You don't see that every day. And now they also dropped Diablo. I mean, holy hell. That is an opening into this game. Really well done. I like it. That's cool. Especially after the last map. They're already setting a bit of a sign over here. They're saying like, alright, that's awesome. So right now we got our level 4 talents in. I mean, look how they're just bullying the top lane. They're looking fantastic here. Reverberation comes in on Muradin, so looking for a bit more damage. Interesting to not see Sledgehammer here. I mean, Sledgehammer has pretty much become the standard talent for Muradin now. It's kind of funny how that works, because the entire time you saw teams not really committing to Sledgehammer in the slightest. Then we had the Korean tournament, and all of the Korean Muradin players just went for the Sledgehammer setup to get the easy quest completion on the baseline, and after that you either went for a Sledgehammer setup or you went for the old school style with double clap on 4 and healing static on 13. And Cattle, I mean, he likes to do his own thing. He's one of the few players that on a Nubarak after the rework also went for debilitation on level 16. Stuck with it, I want to say, for 2 or 3 weeks, and then realized that debilitation is still garbage compared to Epic Center. Honestly, now that I make the entire time the Epic Ender joke, I always get caught between the two. Instead of like saying Epicenter, I say that Epic Ender and crap like that. I mix the 2 of them up. The joke is by now controlling me, not the other way around. But yeah, Epicenter still, of course, the best talent to take. And talking about Cattle, well, he gets deleted. So it seems like Simplicity is not that much of a pushover. They lost the halftime show though, so they are slightly behind. Let's see what they can do with this. Triumvirate, as usual, on level 4. And, well, let's go. At this point, this is the poke battle that I've been talking about. I mean, this is where Li Ming can just easily fire away, and then either Masquerade has to eat the damage, or the Immortal is going to eat it, one way or another. Well, there we go. Murden is back. And there's the damage against Legacy. Deckard Pain. He's experiencing a lot of pain here. The old man is down. And Masquerade might be in trouble too. They want the objective. And, well, can they get it? Yeah, Stormbolt connects. And that's a kill. Nice. Seems like they're going to grab this Immortal. But it's a lot... Like, the shield is a lot smaller than I expected initially. So, well, here we go. 3 stacks on Myrddin's level 1, 6 on the baseline. Level 7 talents are ready, and that's Calamity, that's a Skullcracker. And it's time to party. It's all at the bottom of the map right now. And it's a pretty solid setup with the level 7 talent in their hand. So here we go. Let's see what they can do with this. Right now, we have a bit of a push happening that should result in, honestly, not much more than the wall be taken down. They get some damage on the fort, I suppose, but they're not going to get a lot. It's level 7 versus level 7 now. D.Va is moving in to create some space too, and you can see that without a shield, that Immortal is just losing hit points so quickly. Has no chance, yeah, especially with Hanzo being around and committing to the level 4. A couple of hits coming in, but that's not really a whole lot, so unfortunate. But either way, nice. Ultral with the side poke that we're seeing from him here. And here we go. Yeah, trying to take the camp now too. Shouldn't really be an issue for them. So far so good. Calamity, as I said, is in. Damage output. Sonya is still leading the charge with 10,000 damage. Li Ming shortly behind, and they want that setup. Careful, the lockdown, another wall stun, and Kyoja is dead. You can't give Masquerade an opening like that. If we learned anything from the last game, then it is that. So now we have 4 kills to 3. We'll have an even game that we're now having in front of us here. Q at the top. He's gonna do his thing too. D.Va doing her thing right now. As Greymane rotates towards the top, and bot lane, the setup continues with Masquerade helping to shield the team at the front so that they can maybe get some range damage in against the wall, burn those towers down slowly, prepare for their own objective. I mean, they want the 3-0. They want to have an easy time getting through all of this. If they can make it happen, that's a very different story though. Sonya is already getting attacked, and every single time you are playing here and you have the slowing sands coming in at the gate, it's just so insanely annoying. I mean, it's pretty much the job description of Chromie in general. You gotta be annoying, girl. And she's just sitting there being all happy about it. So, yeah. Yay! Yeah, that's why everybody hates you. Shut up. Slowing sand, sand blasts, all that crap. You know what I'm talking about. It's just like, it is horrific. But either way, at this point, Masquerade, he's going to be looking for a couple of stuns during the next few team fights. We now have level 10 abilities kicking in for the Sidestep Kings and for the red team in just a moment. But off we go. Cure, careful. Needs to be a little bit careful. Cattle, low. And here comes Masquerade, the man himself, entering the team. Oh, ho, ho, leap. All right. We're going YOLO, baby. We are going YOLO. Nice. We have a leap in this game. That's going to be pretty awesome. Can they combo the Hanzo arrow again with the APOC? They're trying. There's the setup. Masquerade sets up the kill, and he gets it.
Hail to the king, baby.
Oh yeah. Masquerade once again on Diablo, and he's just crushing. Then again, down here, can they get Hanzo? Li Ming? Lutano is alive. Deckard is down, so is Chromie. They're losing the fight after all, and Ultralisk gets the kill, and they get another one. Dibbles is dead as well. 5-man team wipe. They completely dropped them off the map. What a beautiful fight here by them. Really well done. I mean, just look at this. One after another dying. Ultralisk committing to the deep dive behind the fort to drop Hanzo. Then they got Diablo after that. So well done here. That was actually awesome. And now, of course, got Phils on his Greymane is just chunking away at the hit points of the Immortal. Now we got 9 kills to 5, a bit of a lead in experience, and the more important part is that the halftime shows an easy victory for them. So it's all about Sonya now too. If they can make the engage and then jump in on the target, get a good bullet connected, they have a good chance here. But yeah, that's Immortal number 2. They get it. Easy Immortal for them. And let's see what they can do at the top lane now. Second fort would be the dream. That would be amazing. Damage output. Let's see what we get there. 15,000 for Greymane. 17k for Chromie. And let's go. D.Va's at the bottom of the map, trying to get some experience. The threat is, of course, the 13 talent for the Sidestep Kings. But they want the fort. They want catapult pressure on both sides. And look at that. Kyoja is looking for it. Yeah! If one steps out, then we're gonna get a quick jump in. Ooh, let's go, baby! And Chromie. Oh! That could hurt! Yes, the arrow! And that's a disaster. What a freaking disaster here. 2 down, Sonya and Muradin both dead. That's pretty much what Sonya just did. So, not really that successful. Here comes the jump, there's the setup. Old man sleep story into Apocalypse, and then both get murdered. I mean, come on, that was awesome. That was just absolutely awesome. Well done by Simplicity. Yeah, great game by them here so far. Hey, well, no, maybe not game, but like a couple of the moves that they've been making are just fantastic. So yeah, Deckard Cain, full resident sleeper. Oh, the dodge! Honestly, Masquerade impresses me. I mean, I've been fanboying him a little bit on the last map, but I think it was kind of fun how well he played Diablo there. And obviously, there's a lot of players that we have to highlight. But Masquerade also playing with the delay, that's pretty sick what he can do. Nice kill against Chromie, by the way. She just got murdered. Kind of funny how Diablo abandoned her completely. It's like, what do you mean? Peel for the fake dragon? You kidding me? Let the dragon die. Only dead Chromie is a good Chromie. Yeah, Chromie went down immediately. No chance for her. But yeah, 10 kills to 7, and it's still a bit of a close battle between the two teams, but the difference is the structures on the map. With 2 forts already annihilated, that's a problem. Another Stormbolt connects. That's the 9th Stormbolt in this game that Cattle has connected. So he pretty much hits a Stormbolt per minute, roughly. Not really a lot of luck with those. A lot of them dodged out. But again, they're currently on the winning side, so success is all that matters at this point. Now the next Immortal is of course coming up, and this time it will be 13 talents on both sides. There's pretty much no... I mean, there's a chance that they're going to get level 16, but that would require a really drawn-out objective. If they commit to early aggression, then I don't think that's happening. So, we'll see. But, yeah. Camps are now taken from both teams, meaning the Shamans are going to attempt to push for structures. But here we go. Greymane jumping in, and for the halftime show, they're going for the race. And it's fairly even. I mean, it's not really a big difference. It's not even 1,000 hit points of a difference that we're seeing between the two. So it's going to come down to the team fight one way or another. And, yep, we'll see. At that point, let's go. Diablo! Muradin gets stunned, and Cattle has to jump out. Deckard Cain just a little bit too late. Legacy has been playing a couple of amazing games too. Another stun! But he has Avatar at least for another few seconds, so that helps them. The objective has been taken though. They went for the team fight instead of going for the objective, and they might now have to face the consequences. They kill against Hyde! Yes, they get him! Can there be a counter kill though? Doesn't seem like it. It's a big Immortal on the other hand. It's gonna move through the bottom of the map. And Stukov is dead for another 30 seconds. Level 16 is half a level away, so maybe... But it doesn't really look like they can make anything happen here. I feel like with... Really? They're going for it? Guys, you have only 3 people here. You know that, right? Greymane isn't here yet. That should be an easy defense. Yeah, they're defending this one without any problems. Without the support, there's just not a lot of moves that he can make in that situation. Instead, they're trying to get some damage done at the top with a little bit of a poke, but obviously there's not much that you can do here. That kill was important. The kill was super important. Simplicity pretty much gave up on the objective and said, okay, we need to win the team fight. And then after they lost the Immortal, they got the kill that they were looking for. And that also helped them because they were behind in experience. That 16 talent just hit a little bit sooner. Situation hasn't really changed though. They are still the ones behind because there's 2 forts standing for the Sidestep Kings. And it's a trap, baby. It's a trap. And Masquerade is not falling for it. Not even a little bit. Yep, 10 kills to 8. Damage output, we got 19,000 for Greymane. 25,000 for Chromie. She's leading the charge over here with that. And, well, top side, that's where Chromie is hosty with the mount. Honestly, that combo between the skin and the mount, it's like, yeah, it's out there. It's a little bit... Yeah, exactly. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. So, 16 to 16. The Talons are finally there. Hyde is eating a ton of damage. Careful, my friend. Starting to siege up at the bottom. And oh, the arrow! Sonya eats it! APOC! They're trying to go for the play. The old man with the sleeper setup attempt. Big fight! But still gonna get the kill. Timeout, and Hosty is alive, everybody. Hosty's alive. Here's the play. The wall stun comes in. Kyoja, he's low. And Hanzo. Lutano wants the kill and he gets it. Sonya is dead, and Masquerade is starting to charge minions to close the gap, but he can't grab a hold of Ultralisk. The blue team losing another hero and on the retreat just as the Immortal is about to spawn. Momentum is changing. Sidestep Kings so far had the upper hand the entire time, but now we're seeing Simplicity doing a little bit better over here. Also, a little bit of a side note, we still have Muradin with no completion on his quest. So he's on 21 stacks for the baseline. Keep in mind he doesn't have the sledgehammer, so that definitely contributes to it. He connected 15 storm bolts in total, and of course with some of the with 2 follow-up kills, he ends up at 21 for the baseline. But they're losing out on the Immortal again. I don't think they can commit here. They're trying to defend. Well, if they can get the kill against Masquerade, hello team, nice bullet. Not enough. Oh, well, maybe. Oh, Ultralisk nearly had him here. But Muradin was also trying to move in from the side. Sonya is still chipping away at the hit point pool on the left side a bit. So now that Kyoja is back, he's trying his best to bring the team back into it. 10 kills, 2-9 over here. And yep, here we go. That's the quest, or the Immortal done. Big shield. Simplicity. Now they got a chance. We're talking momentum. The entire time they were a little bit behind, losing out on structures, losing out on experience a bit, losing out on kills, and now all of a sudden they are in a spot where they can pull ahead once more. They are already ahead in experience, they will draw even at least at the bot lane in structures, and that's the move right here. So let's see if they have a bit of an opportunity to make something more happen. Oh, the dodge! Arrow cam catching all the action here, of course. But a nice dodge just as Masquerade engages again. No APOC combo. Nope, that was used earlier. Didn't really work out for them. They landed a lot of combos with APOC and the Hanzo arrow, but not this time. They get the kill on the other. So Sonya's dead. She just came back and now she's dead again. Guys, are they really getting the 3-0 here? They're moving in for the keep. They could take it now. Every single time they seem to find openings. Nice aggression against Masquerade. Good damage from Greymane again with a bullet. He's sitting at 33,000 damage now. The keep is under attack, and that's not only true for the bot lane. The top lane is also getting attacked because the shaman camp is still active. They get it. Keep is down. And over here, at least the wall gets attacked a little bit, but the fight isn't over yet. Muradin comes through with another quick storm bolt. 43,000 damage from Chromie, and they're looking for more openings topside. Simplicity. Really nice. Yeah, they might make it happen after all. I'm impressed. I really thought that Sidestep Kings would bring it back here on the third map, but maybe not. They had a good opening, they had a couple of good moves, but now it seems like the bullying continues. Yeah, Diablo out to the front is looking for the target again. Half a level ahead. Sonya's back to business. In comes Li Ming from the side. Ultralisk, if he gets an ult through and can help Sonya to set something up. Talking Sonya, Kyoja moving through the top. They're chasing. They're chasing. They're chasing big time. There's Hanzo. There's the spear. And Sonya, is she going to get the kill? Arrow connects. She overjumped, but they still get the kill. Down goes Hanzo, but they want more. They can't get more though. Kyoja with a jump. I mean, again, either way, they would have killed him. So yeah, no matter where he went. It was kind of funny though. Quest is completed for Muradin. And that can be a game changer. There we go. Cattle misses the follow-up Stormbolt, but again, they are a little bit behind in experience, but they have a 30-second window where they can now commit to the halftime show. Yeah, still a little bit weird to me that Cattle on this map didn't commit to the Sledgehammer, given how popular it is right now. I mean, Sledgehammer is honestly the meta build, especially on Battlefield of Eternity. And since you're also committed to the Bronze Bat Rage on level 13, there isn't really a reason why you wouldn't go for Sledgehammer. It gives you so much more on earlier completion on the baseline quest, which makes you super valuable in the team fight. In addition to that, more damage towards the Immortal too. I mean, maybe he just felt that he didn't get a lot of Stormbolts connected. 19 is not really a lot, so maybe there's that. Either way, they're doing a little bit better right now. So here we go, 20 any moment, but the halftime show was of course an easy victory. Level 20 is in. Old man gets even more boring with the Respect the Elderly. And there's a 20 now on both sides. Time to party! There's the rewind. And hoppity hop, Stormbolt is in. Rewind, second Stormbolt, he connects both. But then he gets absolutely crushed down here. Oh, ho, ho, ho! Chromie down, Stukov. Nice move. And here comes the Apo combo. But it's Hanzo that dies. The old man is dead. Boy, they're getting murdered. Masquerade is the next one to fall. Yeah, he dies too. He's gonna be back, but that's, oh my god, that's 100% shield on the Immortal, isn't it? Oh, that could be game. That could be game right here. 15 to 10 kills and 100% shield Immortal. That's gonna travel to the top lane. They are already focusing on the bottom of the map because the wall is open. And they're saying, guys, if we just focus on the bot lane and take the keep here, they won't be able to defend against us. The Immortal is gonna take the top lane apart no matter what we do. And, well, hello, Cure, you need to get back. Dude, you need to get back. And you need to do it quickly. They are going for core right now. You have no time to waste up at the top. This looks like game. We might get a fourth game after all. At least. Yes, here we go. The Immortal isn't even here yet. The core is already down to 50%. The two defenders, they have no chance here. This is it. The Sidestep Kings putting a point onto the scoreboard for the blue team. Well done, as the Kings lock in the victory on Battlefield of Eternity. Game number 4, the Sidestep Kings. Here we go, everybody. They put the point onto the scoreboard and we find ourselves on towers of boom. As we have on the left side, Kyoja on Sonya, Cattle on Deathwing, Hyde on Stukov. We got Ultralisk on Liming and Got Filth on Cassia. Simplicity, of course, they still have the lead in the series. They only need to win a map to advance to the next round where they would face off against 30k. But Sidestep Kings, they want to ruin those plans and make a comeback happen. A reverse sweep. Lutano is playing Hogger in game number 4. We got Legacy on Brightwing, Hosty on Chromie, Cure on Leo, and Masquerade has switched it up a little bit. He adopted some of the NA meta and committed to the Uther main tank over here. So you got 3 frontliners. Hogger very likely going to be on that side lane. And yeah, let's go and get the party started here. I like it. So far the series was actually pretty cool. So let's see if they can do a bit more here. That's a Deathwing skin right there. Interesting also to see Deathwing in that main tank position. Haven't we seen that already once in these games? And it was really, really weird. I'm not quite sure if I'm a fan. Whenever we've seen these setups, I believe there was always a third melee together with it. Having only 2 melees and Deathwing being the main tank is always one of these strange ones. But, I mean, either way, we'll see. I like the skin. That's at least the bonus. But anyways, let's check what's happening here. Because Deathwing is not going to have a good time. Leo with the Drain, it's going to be a bit rough for him, I suppose. Anyways, we'll find out. For now, we have, with our level 1 setups, very standard starts into the game here. We also got, of course, for Hogger, again, the Bones to Gnaw over here. Level 7 follow-up, and then on 4. Well, actually, they adjusted a little bit on the talents, but generally speaking, you normally commit to the Hog Wild quite a bit outside of your level 1 and your level 7, so we're looking for that. Of course, with Ether Walk on level 1, Calamity, and Illusionist on level 13 for Liming are pretty much inevitable. And yeah, it's time to party. It's always an awesome map and always a lot of fun, so I suppose that we're going to see the same thing here once again. At least it would be great. Cattle dropping in, literally. And Leo is now dealing with Sonya at the top, which means that down here we have Lutano on Hogger. Hogger games were always a bit weird so far. We had 2, I want to say, in the playoffs, and both happened on... might have been a little bit more, but yeah, a lot of them happened on Infernal Shrines. Now Lutano is already jumping it out here. Cattle actually missing the hit. Transfer it on level 4 for Liming and full-on smash style for Sonya, whereas Hogger goes into the Hog Wild on level 4. committing to the aggro range. And Leo, of course, with the Neil Peasant. I mean, again, you need the wave clear. If you want to have the rotation of Leo between the two lanes and securing the XP for the team, then having extra wave clear available on your Skeleton Swing is more or less a must-have. So it's like the standard. Sometimes you still see Ghastly Reach when you're looking for games on, let's say, Infernal Shrines, and you can still play that style, but normally, that usually only happens if you have tons and tons of wave clear on other heroes too. Normally, it's all about the Neil Peasant so that you can have him in that little position where he solos 2 lanes and soaks the experience. So, yeah, there's that. But either way, triple altar phase is now starting up. We have the stage set. At the top left and top right should be an even exchange. Yep, there's nothing really happening over here. So, easy one, left, right. Main fight is happening at the bottom of the map, so that's a bit of a different story. That's where it's the traditional setup. 4 shots fired for each team, and everybody's now trying to get control over the third altar. Starting to set this up with an advantage for the team. Hosty is still pew-pewing there from the back line. Oh, good stun against Scott Filth, but there's no follow-up. Right, they can't go into the follow-up for this one. Still, Cattle is bullying them at the front as much as he can. 0 kills so far in the game. 3.5 minutes in, haven't seen a kill yet. Good zoning now, and that allows Ultralisk to start the channel. And Chromie, is she gonna get close enough? I think he's gonna get this one. Yep. There it is. So they get the shots fired. Kaboom. And that's 36 to 32 now on the core. A little bit of a slowdown against Kyoja and a good connect on the drain too. Always swing first. Swing, then drain. Swing, then drain. Wingardio Leviosa. Different franchise. But yeah, you know what I mean. Always swing first, slow the target, and then connect the drain. And Bob's your uncle. Also invading camps, of course, is always kind of nice. Here we go, and that's good damage from Ogre. Nicely done by Lutano too. Cattle is coming in, the camp is already stolen away, and Chromie is down. Oh, that camp cost a lot. Chromie down, Uther down. Uh-oh. Lutano is still chasing, but now Leo is dead too. They're losing way too much here. And Godfilled is still alive. I mean, how? Lutano is super low and he's just crushing. He's gonna die eventually though. But yeah, that's the end of Ogre. So guys, I don't know what to say. That's 4 kills to 0, and that camp was not worth 4 deaths. Not worth it. Not at all. That's a pretty big problem for Simplicity. Yeah, the Sidestep Kings, they're off to a good start here. If the goal is to make it back into the series and force map number 5, then that was an important step into the right direction. There's no denying it at all. So now Leo is topside, is going to do everything that he can here to set this one up. So let's see if he has a chance to make that work. We have got Filth sitting down here at the bottom, still poking this out a little bit. Of course, always hoping to get maybe someone on a rotation so that he can chunk him down a bit. But yeah, none of that is happening. Half a level lead, it's not really enough. We need a bit more, but they are off to a good start, as I said. It's a single altar now. Uh-oh, Ogre. Good save, Legacy. Close call, but he makes it work. So Ultralisk is still sitting on the left side, waiting for a good combo, hoping for the reset, of course. But Legacy himself gets the channel, and that's now 4 shots fired. They're not giving up that easily. They are falling behind in experience, of course, but it's not really of any consequence yet. Since it's not... I mean, again, as long as a level 10 ability kicks in on the opponent's team and there's nothing else to fight for on the map, it's fine. There's no camp that can be claimed right now. As you can see, that's still a 1-minute cooldown over here. They can try to use the level 10 ability, blue team, to maybe push the wall down a bit at the bottom of the map, but that's kinda it. So there's not a whole lot that they can do with all of this. Bit unfortunate for them that the timing doesn't line up. It's a small gap anyway. It's not like they are massively ahead in experience or anything. They have a tiny lead, and for good reasons. It was them taking those 4 kills earlier. But that was only the first step, and they have a lot of more work to be done in order to make this successful. Divine Shield is going to be interesting here. The main tank Uther with the Divine Shield, I mean, maybe Hoga can make a couple of neat moves with that. But yeah, looking forward to see what he can pull off with this. So level 10 versus level 10. We got also the Wrath of the Berserker here for Sonya. No leap this time. Not with that combo. Down here. Oh, beautiful stun. Got filth, got hit points, and the answer is...
Nope.
Nope. Goes down. Cassia is dead. And that's the initial kill. Now that the camp is up, they might even go for this one. But they go for the fight. 5 versus 4. They're actually committing to it. Hello, team. There's Brightwing dying. Nicely done. Kyoja. Oh my god, they're taking Leo down. And now Kyoja and Khaldor are also chasing next. What the hell? The red team is getting crushed. Absolutely crushed over here. Damn. They get the initial kill and then they get murdered in the fight. Absolutely murdered. 7 kills to 1. Sidestep Kings are stepping it up big time. This setup is working out so well all of a sudden. We're looking at a channel at the top right. Shots are fired. Now because of the position, this one gets channeled by Lutano. Even with the kills, there's no chance to do anything about it. 28 to 28 on the core. But the lead is there now. It's a 1-level lead that we're talking about. They're applying more pressure at the bottom of the map, and the kill count speaks for itself. 7 kills to 1. That tells you all that you gotta know. Now, this on the other hand is a bit of a problem. Top lane experience is getting lost because Leo is now moving in, and the wave is lost there, but they get another kill. They take Uther down. Cure misses it out over here. Sonya is dead. They're trying to steal the camp away. The fight is still going on. The barbecue play against Legacy, but he's still alive, and Khaldor is about to go down. Oh my god, he gets out. The camp is taken, though, by the red team. And, well, blue team is not out of the pickle just yet. Cure, is he going to die again? Yes. Trait activated. Cure is activating his trait, and that's 11 kills against 2. Damn. Very, very different setup now in this game. Yeah, if you compare that to the previous maps that we've seen here, that's a huge change for sure. So now we have the talent advantage. We got the 13, and they're using that advantage to push through the bot lane and try to go for the bell tower here. Now, they haven't taken it yet, but whew, this is getting dangerous. The hopes and dreams of Simplicity to end this on map 4 kind of dwindling a little bit. It's a comeback map. It's not a massive lead yet, but there is an advantage. Now, on the core points, they're dead even. And the altar that is spawning now is going to change that. And again, Pummel. Pummel on 13. So there we go. Spell power reduction for him. Trying to apply that, especially to Li Ming and Cassia, of course. The main damage dealers. But, well, let's have a little bit of a look. Right now, there's a slight lead. But can they extend it? That's the biggest question right now. Here comes the channel. Legacy is going to try and set this one up. Masquerade is following up on the 2. They're zoning. They're zoning a lot here. And, yep, they're going for the fight at the top. Khaldor's dropping in. Kyoja, spin to win, and he gets out. Down here, Hyde was already trying to go for the channel himself, but couldn't, has to follow up with the lurking arm. Nice catch on the Valkyrie, but Brightwing is there for the help. The double support setup is working to keep them alive, but for how much longer? Good stun against Li Ming, a bit of damage done. Down here, Hogger moving away. Khaldor nearly overshooting into the bell tower range. But they are creating space around the altar now, and the channel is completed. So the blue team sets themselves up for a lead in core points. And they are doing better and better by the minute now. Yeah, we got a bit of a drain setup with the Unyielding Despair against Deathwing, a main tank. That makes a lot of sense, obviously. And they're getting better and better by the minute here. Looking really, really strong. 16 would be fantastic if they can lock this one in time. In time for the next objective, of course. That's exactly what they're going to be looking for. Try and play this around the talent advantage around the next objective, which is going to be a triple altar phase. So if you get 2 of them, would be in a good spot. If they can beforehand, maybe even take one of the bell towers down. That would be better for them. Let's see. Chromie, by the way, playing the aggressive stay. With the gnome speed ahead, not going for the timeout since we have a double support here. She didn't deem it necessary. No panic button for Hosty. Instead, 2 supports that they have to rely on. And the Divine Shield, of course, which in this case had to be used for Uther himself since he was about to be taken out. And they nearly get the 16. Now Sonya is trying to go for the camp here, and they let it slide. Leo is still rotating around, and they're trying to go for Hyde. Hyde is low, and there's the kill. Hyde is down, and they're looking for kill number 2 as they all collapse onto Cassia. The pumpkins have been taken by Sonya, but they lost 2 heroes in the process. So now it's 11 kills to 4, and we have 16 versus 16 around the objective. It's worse than that even. It's a 5 versus 3 on the map as the objective is up, so the situation has definitely changed in favor of Simplicity around the triple altar. And, well, that's another 20 seconds for Cassia, 15 for Stukov. Altars activating in 10. They might be able to fight for the third one after all. But, well, let's see. It was a good fight. They are neck and neck right now. They're really, really close. They're channeling this one out first. Ultralisk is coming in. Wants the combo. Can't go too deep. There's gonna be trouble. But, yeah, Lutano in the back. Trying to set this up. And Ultralisk. Oh, it gets out. Oh, they're playing with fire over here. They really, really do. That altar is going to be quite important now. 20 to 24 on the point. You know, they're making their play for Masquerade, but again, the support is there. Blink Heal is helping out. Lutano, Kyoja's low, and there's the kill. The barbecue play against got filled. He tries to turn it around, but another Sandblast hits from Chromie, and that's the end of Cassia. 2 down, Hogger, hogging deep. Lutano gets away. Li Ming is dead instead, and now they're body blocking Cattle. They want another kill, and they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it. The dragon is down, and that's a bell tower conversion plus another altar. Oh boy, they're doing well here. That is actually awesome. Simplicity. It was not a massive lead for Sidestep Kings. It wasn't crazy or anything, but they are now fighting their way back, and it's just back and forth the entire time. Small advantages that are being edged out through teamfight after teamfight. Really well done here. That's a level lead because all of the kills. There's the channel. That's 5 shots fired. Well done. The pumpkin camp taken. That's 19 points against 20. Still fairly close. One team fight can decide everything here, but that's gonna be an awesome game now. I mean, to be fair, the entire time was already pretty fun, but now there's some pressure on the Sidestep Kings to bring this back since the bot lane control has been lost to them. Can't let those pumpkins through. Nope. Need to take that out quickly. 11 kills to 8. They still have a lead in kills, but kills aren't everything, as you can see here. The funny part is that even in Heroes, the experience is better for Simplicity despite the fact that they have less kills. And the reason is very simple. If you kill heroes in the early game and it's low-level heroes, they don't give you a lot of experience. It always feels good to kill someone, but honestly, in Heroes of the Storm, by the way, I mean, I don't know if we have a Dexter type watching this right now, but again, I don't kill people. Even if it's only the bad guys. That didn't work so well for Dexter, and it's not going to work that well for you. Listen to Bill Burr when he talks about that. Anyways, best comedian, by the way, hands down. Yeah, so the hero experience is just way better with the 8,000 because they killed them late in the game, and that's a lot more XP for them. So, well, there's that. Either way, 20. Half a level away. Altars activating. It's a double. If they can hold on to the 5 bell towers, that would be kind of neat. Yeah, oh, Ultralisk, careful. That one hurt. If Masquerade gets close enough for a stun, you might be in trouble here. So, yep, let's go. 19 to 18. Guys, this is close. This is unfortunate for the blue team. Yeah, this is really unfortunate for them. Because right now they're in a position where they want to force a fight because they don't want to go up against Storm Talons, but they don't want to give up both of the altars. It's really weird for them. It's a weird spot to be in. They might have to give up both of the altars, and that's putting them down to single digits. Yeah, this is rough. They have to fall back because of the 20, so they give both of the altars. It's the smart thing to do here, but it hurts. Honestly, it really hurts. You want to fight that battle, but you can't. Redemption is in. There's the Invisible Friends now. And yeah, they're going to be down to 9 points on the core. And the boss gets attacked too. Oh. Yeah, honestly, Simplicity is playing this so well around the level 20. They're taking all the advantages right now. That is just brutal. They exploit this lead in experience so much, it's crazy. That's 14 points off the core that we just saw. And there was very little that the Sidestep Kings could do about it. They just had to watch it happen. There's the 20, by the way, the Burning Despair. I mean, okay, against Deathwing, again, still not a fan, but whatever. They're so far ahead, I don't really think it's going to make a difference here. It's 5 to 20. You can always lose in the late game on this map. But it is kind of crazy. Yeah, this is a bit nuts. Ooh, missing. Ah, okay, he didn't have Buried Alive in the first place, so whatever. But yeah, Q is starting to move in for this. If they can force the fight now before 20, that would be even better. But any second now, the blue team is also going to have the Storm Talons. Liming. Ultralisk. Okay. Ultralisk moves away. There's the move. They're trying to go for the kill. Polymorph. Ultra. No, not like this. He's down and the rest of the team gets baited into the fight. Oh, not like this. No. They were already in a shitty spot and now they're losing 2. They lost 3. Down goes Sonya and that is a nightmare. Single altar spawning. Yep, that's it. That's game. That has to be it. They're gonna get a bell tower now and then they're going to take the bot lane. They just need to converse the bell tower at the bottom and that's it. Cattle nearly dying too. Ultralisk, he nearly got away and then he dies. I mean, this was already bad to begin with. They lost so many points. That was a nice move. Hello, height? Boss mode, look at him. Stukov. Okay, nicely done. Still don't think it's going to make a difference here in the long run, but either way, that was a neat move. Nice solo kill. Now they need to take the bell tower and yeah, they just can't do anything about it anymore. Great play. Was well done. Honestly, simplicity. They exploited the level 20 advantage absolutely ruthlessly. Hyde is, of course, YOLOing here. He knows the game's over. He can't do anything about it. He's trying to provide some vision, but he can't do that either. Deathwing is hoping for interrupts, but that's not going to happen either. Yeah, they're channeling on all sides. 3 of them right now. Lutano, he's actually a pest, isn't he? Yeah, it's interrupting it way longer than expected. Yeah, he's trying, but Ultralisk dies just as he arrives. They have to move in one after another. There's no other play that they can make. There's continuous channels happening. This is an inevitable conclusion. It might still look cool. They're fighting as much as they can, but they're just feeding into it. And the problem is they don't have another choice. It's the only choice they have. They can't wait it out. There's no other move for them to be made. 3 points on the core thanks to the pumpkin connects, and that's of course the end of the game. Simplicity moves on to face off against 30k in the next round of the playoffs. The Sidestep Kings defeated. GG and well done Simplicity with a victory on Towers of Doom.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description and check that out. Thanks in advance and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.